All right, today's lesson, we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn taking things for granted, and we're gonna define what it means to take something for granted. Okay. So look, today's lesson is take for granted, not appreciate what one has. So the definition of taking something for granted is you do not appreciate what you have. Okay. One more time. Take for granted means
not appreciate what you have.
good God. Focus. Don't get distracted by this or anything else. Here, eye contact. Focus. You focus? Okay, good. All right, so we're going to see what it looks like, okay? This is what take for granted means and what it looks like. This is your coat. Hold on to it. All right, that's your coat, right? This is my coat, okay? Let's say you think my coat, you like my coat better than you like yours.
But I like my coat better.
I know, but let's imagine. Remember I told you about your imagination? How it's powerful? And you can build anything with your imagination? Okay, let's make believe with your imagination that my coat, that you think my coat is better than your coat. You with me? Okay. So now, look at me. Because you think my coat is better than your coat, you might say you want my coat. You don't want your coat anymore. Give it to me. Give me your coat. Say, you don't want it anymore.
I don't want it.
You want my coat.
I don't want you.
Wait, let's just imagine, use your imagination. You want my coat.
I want my your.
You want my coat?
No.
Just imagine. Say yes. You want my coat?
I want your coat.
You want my coat?
I want your coat.
Okay. You don't want your coat.
I want my coat.
Because you like my coat.
Because I like your coat.
You like my coat, so you don't want your coat. Okay, all right, good. Good. That's what it means when you take something for granted. Your coat kept you warm when it's cold outside, right? And before you saw my coat, you liked your coat, right? Okay, but when you saw my coat, you said you don't want your coat anymore.
No.
You want my coat because you like my coat. Okay, that's what's called taking your coat for granted. Focus. That's what it means to take something for granted, right? You saw my coat, and wait, pay attention. It's very important. You saw my coat, and you no longer valued your coat anymore. You lost appreciation for your coat. Now listen to me. To value and appreciate something means you think of it with the proper importance that it deserves. Focus. To value something, when you value this, it means you give it the proper importance, the proper worth that it deserves. Now your coat has worth because it kept you warm. But when you saw my coat, you didn't want your coat anymore. Okay, put that away. That's what it means. Pay attention. That's what it means when you take something for granted. You no longer value your coat anymore because you saw my coat and thought my coat looked better. Right? You focus?
Yes.
That's called taking something for granted. Not appreciating what you have. So in life, you must always value, in this case, your coat. You must value the things that you have. Okay? You value the things that you have so you don't take it for granted. The reason why you value your coat is because it keeps you warm in the winter. And just because someone else have a coat that you think looks better than your coat, you should still always do what? Value.
I still always love my coat.
Yes.
And I should not take someone's coat away because I don't like it. And I should keep my coat so nobody can take it from me.
That's true. But the point is, always value
My coat.
your coat. So in life,
In my
I must always value
I must always value
the things that I have.
things that I have.
So one more time, look at me. Focus. In life,
In life,
I must always value
always value
the things that I have.
things that I have.
So you don't take things for granted.
Uh-huh.
Never take things for granted.
Uh-huh.
Always appreciate the things you.
I have.
Okay, and here's why. You ready? That coat, look at me. Someone else might not have a coat. Another little girl might not have any coat.
No.
So she's cold when it's wintertime. When it's cold outside, she doesn't have a coat. But you do.
Yeah.
So that's why you should always value what you have.
But I can also share a coat with somebody else.
You can share it, yes, but always value what you have. Focus. Always say it. Always value what I have. Say it.
Always
Value what I have.
Always value
What I have. Always value what I have. Always value.
what I have.
Exactly. And the reason for that is because there's someone else out there that don't have a coat.
No.
And they're going to be cold. And they could get sick
Uh-huh.
and go to the doctor.
Uh-huh.
So you have a coat, you can stay warm. And you won't get sick and you won't go to and you can stay warm. So therefore, value your coat. Doesn't matter what other people's coat look like. Listen, look at me. It doesn't matter if my coat look better than yours. Even though it doesn't, I think your coat look better than mine.
Thank you.
Exactly. But let's just say, use your imagination, my coat look better than yours. Never, ever, 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 ever lose value for yours. Never, ever want what someone else has. Always value what you have. Always
value what I have.
Always
value what I have.
One more time.
Always value what I have.
Exactly.
Always value what I have.
So today's lesson is never take things for granted. Don't take things for granted.
Don't take things for granted.
And look, things for granted, right? And look, today we use your coat, right? But it could be your shoes, it could be your shirt, it could be your pants, it could be your socks, it could be your Pinkie Pie, your puppy, it could be your toys, it could be anything you have.
All my stuff.
All your stuff. Never take anything. Look at me. Never take any of your stuff for granted. And to take for granted means you don't appreciate your stuff. And to appreciate means, look, to appreciate your stuff means you give it the proper value it deserves. And the proper value means the proper worth. Always know the worth of your coat. Always know the worth of your shirt. Focus. Focus. Always know the worth of yourself. Know how much you're worth. Know your worth. Say it.
Know my worth. Know my worth. Know my worth.
Know my worth. Exactly. And know the worth of your coat. Know the worth of your shoes. Know the worth of your socks. Never take anything for granted.
For granted.
And to take for granted means?
It means that you don't proceed. You don't proceed.
Appreciate. You don't appreciate the things
I have.
Exactly. So if you take something for granted, that means you don't appreciate the things you have. So never take things for granted. Right?
Yep.
Good job. That's the end of today's lessons. Turn around and tell everybody goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Good lesson. Good lesson.
Daddy, let's get this.